over the years, we have had a lot of stories about the problems we've had as a society, and today I would love to acknowledge a few of them. We've had humanitarian organizations that have been brought up by our own. The other thing is we also have the Muslim youth organizations where we are brought together as Muslim youth, whereby we nurture our creativity the way you see here today with Abdisalam. I would love to acknowledge them for the hard work they've done and for the good work they're doing for us, because if it was not for them, there are a lot of things that we could not have known as a society. As a Muslim community, we do have a sense of direction. We know where we're going. We know the meaning, how cancer affects us. We know as Muslim society what we are supposed to do and what we are not supposed to do. We also have creativity among us. We have writers, we have musicians, we have dancers, we have a lot. We have actors, we have spoken word artists, we have poets. We have a lot of them. Without this organization, we would not have known them. So could we actually give them a round of applause for the good work they're actually doing?
I have a dream that one day Harambee Stars itabeba World Cup ndeli nilifanyika Egypt itakuwa ni Misri. I have a dream that this nation itakuwa ni wengine ni milionea, wengine wanajionea, but a nation yenye kila mtu anajiweza, ni kama mtu atakuwa na njaa, sio ni juni must but ni jiona fast. See, I have a dream that one day to rise men, when you raise men. Men when you talk not only want to spend on women, but watakuwa save na kuinvest on women.
Physically uko well built, so si need makeup ndio tukuwe na foundation fiti. I think you're my favorite bank because in you, see I'm getting interest.
How do I breathe when I'm living a life which I can't call mine? And on paper, I know everything seems fine, but I've lost my bearings and I'm barely alive.
Love is how you cling to your mother and laugh at your father's stories. Love is your sister's food and your brother's video games. P.S. Love is a story by a friend filled with so much laughter, or a kiss by a lover.
I was so desperate for love, I was willing to take it in whatever form I got it. So much that I would ignore the heart for the occasional I love you, that I would justify the abuse for the promise of a happy ever after. I'd forget every night I cried myself to sleep for the one time he made it to kiss me goodnight. We accept the love we think we deserve. What a distorted version I had accepted, and in so doing trapped my own self, a version where only more was better, a version where it was not enough until it was extra. So I smiled a little brighter and laughed a little louder. Every day I tried a little harder, he said. For him, I stooped a little lower and bent over backwards a little farther, a little closer to the edge.
Hii country kila mtu ni superhero. Ubaini ukicheki bank account zao utapata hawana cha kusave, ni super zero.
Mimi nikaanza kurusha lugha kwa msupa, nikamgeukia nikamwambia, mimi naitwa Shatem. Manze umenibamba, unaitwa? Dema kanigeukia, akaniambia, hujiheshimu hata. Hauna pesa, kazi yako ni kusumbua wasichana wa wenyewe. Akaangalia nje ya dirisha. Nilisikia tu gari mzima.
Kama wataka kile, lazima ufanye ile. Na kama wataka yule, lazima ufanye yale. Nairobi. We mama wacha tucheze, mina wangu we una wako. We mama wacha tucheze, mina wangu we una wako. wangu we una wako, we mama wacha tucheze. Mina wangu we una wako, awe kadogo mdogo, tacheza mpaka na yule yule kidosho. Awe kadogo mdogo, tacheza mpaka na yule yule kidosho. Kadogo mdogo kidosho, tacheza mpaka na yule yule kidosho. Kadogo mdogo kidosho, tacheza mpaka na yule yule kidosho. Nukelo, my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. Wait for me, I'm coming home. Na na na. My bags are packed, I'm ready to go. Wait for me, I'm coming home. Na 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 na. Wait for me. I know, I sound a little crazy. Ever since you came my way, my whole life has changed, and I do not regret this beautiful feeling of sweet love. My sweet love, my sweet love, 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 love. Commit a crime and I'll be your defender. Overpower me so that I surrender. Oh, I wish I could be your saliva, so that I could taste your lips whenever. I envy your hipster, vile imekushika kwama.
Peace, love, and unity shelved. We are shells, relics, remnants of reminiscences of those whose bloodshed gave us this shade of self-rule. And like children, we play in the mud and expect our hands to remain clean, spick and span. Are we mad? Unlike children, the purity in our hearts has been poisoned, jailed in chains of ethnicity, surnames defining our identity. Listen, the state of our state states that a few steps we are from crashing, collapse, and the few who dare raise their voices are thrown back down by cops backing, back down, backing out, orders thrown by a troubled throne. KOT, online campaigns stand philosophers call JKOD. They can drink from the harsh truth that real change takes more than just hashtags. So get off those keyboards and key in kin leaders. 3 times, I stretch my fingers to touch your hand. 3 times, I linger. Thrice, I lift my head to look straight into your eyes. Twice, I hesitate, freeze like ice. 3rd time, my face lifts. In your gaze, I drift. And your soul also sweetly scented, sending, ascending feelings, head to my heels, head over heels, I fall. I try grasping onto my walls, but I slide and fall. I try to flee, but instead I feel, and I feel you deeply. So listen, don't go far. It seems just like yesterday, where under my bed I shivered and prayed that one of your bullets would not stray and find its way through my body that lay near. In fact, it is just today that inside this wardrobe I'll stay and pray that you do not come here. 'Tis from in there that I hear their painful cries of women turned widows and men turned widowers, children left orphans and parents changed, barren. Of lands left untilled, for you killed their tillers. Homes left unkept, for you crept upon their keepers. Churches left empty, for you emptied the congregation. And mosques left void, because they avoid accusation. It is from under this bed that I will call my dad. Tell him to dig a 6-foot grave and arrange for committees of burial. It is from here that I'll call my mother dear. Tell her to buy a black dress that will grace the face of my burial. I will call my best friends. Tell them you brought our friendship to a premature end. But they should take heart and move on, for I love them till the end. That the date we had made for this weekend you have postponed. That we should reschedule to a better place with longer days, brighter sun, safer space. Maybe the Garden of Eden. But as you pull the pin off that grenade, I wonder, of what makes the cold heart me. As you kill without ambition, I try to put myself in your situation, to comprehend your incomprehensible mission, to forgive your unforgettable actions, and maybe, just maybe, to pity your stupid, cowardly, manipulated, hopeless, worthless self. You're angry now? So you do have emotions. Wow, now let me tell you how I will not cow and bow to a lesser human, in fact a cow. Terrorist, I will crawl from under this bed. I will not beg and plead for my life because it's my life. And you do not get to dictate its course of action. Today, either you or I shall die because only one of us can exist. And honestly, I am ready to meet my creator. Question is, are you? Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
When I was 7, I was sent to the shop for the first time. The shopkeeper touches my hair and I flinch and he asks me, "What do you want?" The next time I am sent to the shop, the shopkeeper touches my hair again and I flinch and he asks me, "What do you want?" But this time I am accompanied by the woman that bore me. So my mother looks at him and tells him, I prayed for a daughter. For daughters are answered prayers. And I am ready to slit your throat into two the next time you try to do that again. So every time I am reminded, I come from my mother for the right reasons. 2 months after I turned 11, I took a bus stop, took another bus, and I was into a foreign land. Everybody looked at me strangely. I promise I wasn't wearing anything fancy. I just wanted to figure out how things go. Do they still put their money in a black paper bag and hide it under their pillow like my grandmother? Or do they still use all-used jars to store spices? I just wanted to figure out how things go. I was taught to choose even over the odd chances, so 4 + 4, 8, 2 by 2, 4, 2 of the latter, 8 for 4. I finished, freelanced and passed. Then they told me I need to choose a career, but they didn't tell me cars and human beings could also be carriers. So point A, they told me I could be a lawyer. But what is the point of being a jury supporting the rich and demeaning the poor? So by dinner, I denied. B, they told me I could be a teacher because of the eloquency in my speech, but what's the point of feeding the mind with syllables while the syllabus never taught us the structure of life and the state of mind? So before we got to C, I hope you can see there is no hope in education because even the dumb can afford a better vacation. Before we got to D, they told me I portrayed to be pondering my words, more of spoken than of speech. So I chose a little bit of my homeland mistakes and a little bit more of my new learned lessons to come up with a correct concussion of this poetry. Thank you.
Walirape environment. Hawakujua kwa hizo mbegu za perversion kuna save yatazaliwa. Protege wa Wangari Maathai na Ken Saro-Wiwa. Wakarepe industry. Hawakujua kuna mwingine atazaliwa. Protege wa kina Vigeti, kina Zakaa na Kitusiwa. Nikitafsiri hii safari kwingi kumepitiwa. Nimeshukiwa, nikatusiwa, nikachukiwa. Still I stop at nothing. Ni mutation na ubuni, design ya kunguni, siwezi stop bagging. Adversaries imenigeuza strong kuendure. Wakieka blocks na swim under kwa hizo matunnel za siwa. Yet vitu natema unaweza explain na 3 words. Raw, uncut and pure. Ka hip hop na poetry ni drugs, yahona I'm guilty kuruka. Nishakubali nimelewa under this circumstance. Circumventing my way kwa hii steeple chase kuruka zile views nimewekewa. Baada ya kujua life ni marathon na wapimia Kipchoge utadhani tukolewa. Nenda pole sijikwai wanadhani nimelemewa. Hizo ndo baadhi ya vitu zilipita kijana juu ya mti, lakini mhenga kwa kiti alielewa. Na akakwambia mpanda ngazi anatafuta, eventually ata end up chini ya mnazi akishuka. Ukiniona Kimathi Street ama Tomboya nikitembea, either ni inspiration ama ni kazi natafuta. Sijawahi kuwa mzembe, hata kama bado sijafika, so expect nijigambe. Bado nasaka sembe, nipende usinipende, siwezi kupaka mafuta kwa mgongo wa chupa. Walikuja na caterpillars na bulldozers, wakabomoa kiosks na vibanda. Sasa kwa stage ndo mimi uleta duka. Lakini tukaambiwa hii ndo ile katiba itahakikishia mwananchi haki. Haki kwa wote na fundamentals. Fundamentals iko kwa Bill of Rights, but Bill of Rights imegeuzwa mill na knights. Knights wanasaka favor za kings. Kings wamejibrand Vanguard ina guard van kufikisha pressure kwa safe house. Safe house haina room ya kulinda welfare victims. Victims wana wish vitu zingekuwa safer. Safer juu wameleta oppression na discounts ziko lacking kwa bei za bidhaa. Bidhaa quality yake ni wanting na sijasikia mention kwa idhaa za habari counterfeit wanaleta propaganda kwa mitaa wakulima ni beggars wamebeba nchi kwa bega imaturo jaka matete mangotore na ikombe bianke bikojuru byondo itonga bikarija irio bianke anke gatiko kurura matigari ja wadani bojo kura itetari na chia taroba tetu wadana dere ni amani ipatikani base mtaani mali woofer ziko full volume ndo zidrown sauti za vilio za wenyeji wana njaa ni soundtrack na beats ni footsteps za yako street. Tomboya alidedi for a reason ilikuwa enough kwa mtu fulani kucommit treason zimekuwa committed, lakini perpetrators bado hawajaona mlango ya prison ni homestead kwa petty criminals na innocents alike. Na unlike maadili za law school, hapa Helen na Monani ndo innocent na si innocent. Walai sijaielewa nini funny na jokes za hao watu matimes hizo jokes ni sisi zina kejeli na haifai that najichunga na mtu bado inafaa kunichunga imanishi nikiuliza maswali ndo sasa unataka kunifunga juu nimeuliza maswali yanadunga juu uwezi elezale ambayo elendapi mahindi tulivuna lakini watu wanakufa njaa juu hakuna unga na mavuno tulieka kwa stona tukafunga tukakupea keys kama custodian atuambie ampataje pesa ya kununua keja Runda. Umenunua nyumba Runda na mama mboga mtaani haizi fika bei ya unga ilipanda venye budget ilisomwa na waziri akasema uchumi umepanda.
As youthful people, there is this connection that you need to understand. If you want to understand your talent, what you possess, the journey begins with understanding your relationship with your Creator. Because if that talent is to be God-given and you want to rediscover it, you have no choice but to reconnect with the one who gifts you with that talent.
My skies have never been the same again. Something that I've always questioned with hidden tears. I sat back as I watched my autumn leaves turn brown, and as much as I tried to throw my open hands into the foggy air, I failed. I am done.
For the world does not seem to be for me.
Maybe I just called that the wrong cards.
Maybe I just need someone to talk to.
And darken the darkness.
Bring the end of the tunnel a little closer.
Let me crawl past through it.
Let the rays nourish my soul.
Let me lean on better side.
Let the tears flow.
Let mama smile for me.
As the rest of the world is still at halt.
Abdisalam. Hatari sana. So,
my mom is here, by the way.
Sawa. Come, Mom. Mom, come on stage.
She's an amazing woman, and she has seen me go through a lot of things. And thanks, man. Thanks. She has seen me through a lot of stages of doing things that you perhaps some people would say isn't what you should be doing with your life. As you get older, you get to an age where everyone starts to say, what are you doing with your life? What exactly are you, And she has been there saying, man, you'd be someday, get where you want to get. And here we are. Here we are. Thanks, Sarah.
Tuna nini? Tuna lounge.
Yeah, right.
Hebu ambia watu imeandikwa aje?
Yeah, it's the silent scream.
Tunakula kitabu. Hapo watu wanakula kitabu bana.
Tunakula kitabu. It's been an amazing day. I was here from 7 in the morning. So, as you can imagine, it's a bit tiresome. But of course, you came, you filled this venue, which is something not many people can do. So, thank you. Big ups to you guys. And I appreciate, again, I'll say this, thank you for coming. And once more, please. Come on. I feel kind of proud, But it's still 50%. It's still a long way to 100. And right from here, we are headed towards there. And I hope each and every one of you will be there with me. What do you say? Right? Thank you. I'm going to give you a story called When the opposite of east occurs, the sun will sigh, and from the west will come a last shine. This story has been written purposely for this set, and I will try my best to recap the book for you guys, bit by bit from separate and different pages. So here goes nothing. I hope you guys enjoy it, yeah? They have been known. Signs were there as the land stand barren. Life does not revolve around anyone. Look up to the sky, my dear boy. The sun comes and the sun goes from east on to the west. From east on to the west as it seeks permission from its creator for another cycle. So my child, someday that will be of the opposite. The sun will sigh, and from the west will come a last shine. The stretched lands and the dry beds, the suckling child of the hungry mother, the throne high above, the muffled sounds of the little girl, and the wishes for rain. Upon the dust taint on the strained souls, I perhaps would someday tell you of the questions asked of the grandmother who raised the child. The little girl could afford a weak smile today, for a colorful bird had her wings clipped. She braved storms and stood on unimaginably hot coal, but she braved. She was auctioned at a tender age. She was always against the idea of little girls getting auctioned. She'd prefer to say they were given out at an early age to men of prey. As her smile faded, a grim face took over, and on the verge of tears, she swallowed a sour lump in her throat. Then she whispered, justice will someday be served. When the opposite of east occurs, the sun will sigh, and from the west will come a last shine. They did not want to talk. Even after the rains hit, a people of a sound sense promenade and cast on the sides of a hill, stop evil, do good, don't shame and guide. Don't walk on the sides and just promenade. The bereaved will someday deflect. As much as the sun will come from the west, protect the birds, and after the shine, for sure, heaven awaits. Grandmother looked up, sipping on her already cold cup of tea, gulp and gulp as her grandchild listens keenly. The world is just like a cup of tea, my boy. But someday, justice will be served. We come from a society of love and rage, anger and rage, all that is, hated, but then diplomatists when it suits. So I say, what is in between religion and culture? What is it that we always want to say, maybe? Are you really super, super, super on the top shelf that you want to say, yeah, I'm going to speak about this, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that? But are you going to let people know? So I tried, I think, actually. So I'll wait for your feedback. You go read. For anyone who hasn't got himself a copy, please do. Please do. It wouldn't just support me, it would also shed a light on everything that we hate. My name is Abdisalam Osman. I am a creative writer. I've been doing this for a while, but I usually tell my friends that this is just my 50%. It is just my 50%. I'm yet to get to where I am going to. But I really so badly wanted to show you guys what it means to be at 50% and also show the world that we can put our own name onto the map.